Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build a lighthouse like this in Minecraft. Let's begin. First of all, you're going to need to find a location, somewhere on a beach of course. Your first step in building this lighthouse is to build up a small rocky platform. Your next step in building your lighthouse is to texture this rocky platform, which means that you need to add random bits of gravel and cobblestone throughout the whole platform. Now we can actually start building the proper lighthouse. Start by making a circle. I use a radius of 5. Now we need to actually build the lighthouse. This is actually quite a simple task. All you need to do is build 4 blocks up with smooth quartz and then another 4 blocks up with red terracotta. Make sure to do this pattern 4 times, just like this. Also, in the centre of every smooth quartz area, you could add windows like this. I use black stained glass. Now it's time to focus on the ceiling. I filled the ceiling with smooth stone. But you will also need to leave a space at the top left, just here, for some steps to get onto this platform later. Your next step will be to add a smaller circle in the centre of the ceiling. Once you've done that, create a small pattern like this using redstone lamps and redstone blocks, and continue this pattern up to 8 blocks high. Next you'll need to add a covering over your light. To do this, start by making pillars like this. Connect all the pillars and add a roof. I used half slabs for my roof. Finally, add black glass connecting all these pillars. Now that we've built the lighthouse, it's time to build the lighthouse keeper's cottage, which is basically a place for the lighthouse keeper to live. Start by making an outline like this by the side of your lighthouse. Then making sure the entire outline is all at one level, just like this. And also creating an entrance. You could also add a path leading up to this entrance. I used path blocks because I can hide lighting underneath. Back onto the keeper's cottage, you could also add a small window looking out onto the ocean. And your final step for the cottage is to add a roof. Also, a quick side thing to note, when you're building a roof, if you have some gaps like these at the ends, just fill them in. On the interior, it's completely up to you how you do it, but I'm going to show you the steps I used. First of all, I added a bone block floor. Then I made sure all the walls were smooth quartz. Then I separated the room into 2 different parts, a bottom floor and a top floor. Added some hidden shelving underneath the second floor, and then added a bed with a sea pickle to represent a cup. You could also add a rug in the centre of your room, which you can add lighting underneath as well. Since your cottage should be attached to your lighthouse, you can connect the 2 up by breaking part of the wall into the lighthouse. Then once inside, you could also add bone blocks just like we did in the keeper's cottage. You could also hide lighting underneath slabs if you use steps to get into your lighthouse. Next you'll need to build a spiral staircase leading almost up to the top of your lighthouse. These are actually quite simple to build. All you need to do is build 2 blocks away from the wall, and ever so slightly every few blocks, just move up half a block. Your staircase should end up like this. Then once you've done that, add some pillars in the centre to make it look like it has more structural support. I used quartz pillar blocks. Also, to add lighting throughout your spiral staircase, you can use these pillars and add lanterns. Also, add a floor. Then have a mini spiral staircase leading up to the gap we left in the ceiling before. Now some of you might be wondering, why did we have a spiral staircase in the first place? The simple answer is because if you run all the way up it, you now have an amazing view of the sea in front of you. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like that smash button, subscribe so you don't miss our weekly Minecraft tutorials, clicking on the video on the left or the one on the right. Thank you and goodbye.